Hello friends, welcome to my channel. How are you? Today we will talk about why ego is your friend and how is it the worst relationship you are in. My name is Ankit Verma and since my recovery from brain tumor 3 years ago, I am on a spiritual path and my motive behind this channel is to convey my learnings to everyone on this path so that I can also benefit from the same. Have you ever been in a relationship where the other person you are in relationship with is overprotective and controlling, but he or she believes that he is doing it for your own good? The relationship with your ego is something like that only. Now it's a common conception to hear people on a spiritual path saying that you need to destroy your ego, you need to erase the ego. However, while you have a physical body, it is necessary to have an ego as much as you have a mind and intellect. Rather than focusing on eliminating the ego, your aim should be to balance it out so that it acts in harmony with your other layers of life. When I say ego, I'm not talking about the overconfident or arrogant sense of the word, right? I'm talking about that part of your consciousness where your true identity is rooted. This is the part of your mind that you use to cope with your surroundings and maintain stability in your life. So, what exactly is the ego? It is the part of your mind that rests between your consciousness and subconsciousness. Okay. Your conscious mind is everything you are aware of and in control of. It is the source of your willpower. Your subconscious mind is just about everything else, and it is exponentially more powerful than any of your mind, including the ego. But these are topics for some other video. Okay. But one thing I would like to say is that your ego is stronger than your conscious mind, but it is not as powerful as your subconscious mind. Your ego is a survival mechanism. Its only purpose is to make sure you are alive. Your ego is hardwired in it, it's stubborn as hell, and it knows exactly what it's doing. And it can outlast your conscious mind willpower no matter how determined you think you are. It's always going to be more powerful than your conscious mind. And all it knows right now is in this moment is that you are alive. The way things are in your life, your money situations, your career, your level of happiness, even if they are not enjoyable, right? You are still currently surviving, right? And there is no way for your ego to know that you will stay alive if any of these conditions ever change. That's the problem. Your ego is desperately fearful of change. Because any change, even one that's obviously positive thing to your conscious mind, is a threat to the status quo that potentially result in you no longer being alive. That's how the ego views it. For example, your ego may think that more money isn't necessarily better for you. Or all it knows is that once you become rich and famous, someone like a psycho stalker is going after you and threaten your life. Sure, being wealthy may be more fun, but your ego is not interested in your happiness. It's not even interested in your comfort. All it cares about is your survival. And it knows it that whatever you have been doing is working, including your habit of struggling. So it's not going to risk allowing any change to your state of being. That might lower the odds of your safety. Now this was very useful back when everyone used to live in caves and had to hunt for meals, right? But you would see a tiger, it was your ego that would override any impulse you had to calmly walk over and slap across the face. It was your ego that made sure you knew when to run, when to hide, when to fight, and when to rest. But things have changed now. Want to know what your ego is thinking right now? It's pretty much something about the line of me alive, me like being alive. Me want to keep things this way. Me fear change. Change might kill me. Me not like that. Me stop change from happening in any way I can. And even though it thinks of things on the very simple level, It is also extremely shrewd when it needs to be. It instinctively knows all your conscious mind weaknesses. It is well practiced in exploiting them to the point where you rarely even notice it is happening. It knows how to use your doubts, fears, insecurities, uncertainties, impatience and confusion to keep you in your place. And it can be deceptively convincing whenever it needs to be. Think about it. Why is it that you probably already learned perfect good ways to achieve the life of your dreams, and yet you still haven't been able to really drive in and use them? What's wrong with all those ways? Are they not fun? Are they too complicated, too confusing, too simple, too good to be true, too time consuming, too inconvenient to fit your lifestyle? Do you find yourself saying, I will start using them tomorrow? Do you lose your patience when you are doing them on a regular basis? Do you feel like these are chores, right? Do they seem unreliable? Do you struggle to do them daily? Do you have them daily but struggle to really focus each time? Do you doubt they will really work? Do you get bored with them? Have you started a task in the past, actually made some progress, even early results, and then still somehow failed to stick to it? Does there always seem to be something in the way? Does it feel so hopeless? All of this is your ego. Your survival is just too important for your ego. It is like getting in the ring with a 600-pound grizzly bear. You are never going to overpower it. With all of this in mind, there are one huge thing that you need to understand. Yes, your ego is holding your back, but that doesn't mean it's your enemy. The truth is, your ego is one of your best friends. It loves you deeply and only thinks that it is protecting you by keeping you where you are right now. If you think about the massive effort your ego is doing to keep you safe, it's really quite miraculous. Let me tell you one thing about your ego. Once you start to achieve what you want by going against your ego, and your ego sees how awesome your next new level of success is, it will notice that you have survived, and now it will fight tooth and nails on your behalf to keep you from ever slipping back down again. After all, it would be just another change, and we all know that ego feels about change, right? This is only one question. How do we overcome the ego in order to do all of this? Well, just as your conscious mind is no match for your ego is as helpless against your subconscious mind. It does not matter what your ego tries. Your subconscious is just way too strong. So all you are going to need is an easy and simple way to bypass the ego and set your desired point of interaction directly with your subconscious mind. Everything else will be taken care of itself. We are going to bypass the ego by soothing it and lower its level of resistance before it has a chance to fall back too hard. So the wisest thing for you to do right now is to understand this, learn how easy it is to soothe the ego, and use what you know to your advantage. This will be the topic of some other video later on. My aim is to change 100 lives this year. Please be a part of this mission and share this with everyone whom you think can benefit from it. Also, please subscribe to the channel and press the notification icon so that you stay updated of any incoming videos. May you have all the peace, abundance and happiness